What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hey, we popping up on you
Oh
guys.
yeah, I told you we do pop-ups, y'all. Oh, shout out to the cat down the road that retwisted my hair.
Mm-hmm.
It did a good job.
Yes.
So, are y'all up late at night
Who's
trying to
up?
figure out what's up with this twin flame journey?
Yes.
Are y'all trying to figure out why am I feeling so intense?
Yes.
Why is this person running? Why won't they just surrender and let me love them?
Mm-hmm. Where you guys at? Where our twin flames at?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We are Twin Flames Unite back at it again. And if y'all don't know by now, I'm
And
Chris.
I'm Leisha. What up? See, got my sage.
Got a stage going because, oh man, you know what? We were planning on doing a live tomorrow, but
Yes.
we were like, no, we need to put this
Right.
information out right now. We need to help those that are going through this twin flame journey and it's driving them insane.
And they don't know what to do.
hmm so we're gonna jump into it. Hopefully, this information will be encouraging for you
Oh,
all.
somebody say help me.
Oh, hey,
So
that's
maybe that was a vibration that we were
yeah.
feeling.
So we felt the need to jump on here. What's going on?
Hi.
What's going on? So we're gonna give a few minutes to let people jump in. But for
Yes.
those who are watching this for the first time, if you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
We do our best to come through and provide y'all with some information that's going to help better your life.
Yes.
And for those of you all who may have seen it,
Um,
um, what did that say? Because I'm sorry,
yeah,
y'all
she
don't got
said,
my
yeah, I'm
context.
going crazy. Okay, so I guess that's what I was feeling. Like we needed to come on here and
hmm
help somebody. We didn't know exactly who it was, but there we go.
Yep. And
And
good
good
evening
evening.
to
Good
you.
evening to you.
Yes. And real quick before we get into it as well, if y'all saw on the community board, we actually had quite a few people that were requesting
In
the session.
sessions, yeah.
Yeah, with Chris and Alicia for the $35 because we know
Yeah.
it's summertime. Y'all still trying to go out and have fun, but you need to
Right.
have some money in your pockets.
Exactly.
So we gave a little bit of a discount. So if y'all just want a 30-minute session with us, you can
Mm-hmm.
go on to that post on the community board
Yes.
and you'll be able to book a session with us.
Is that honeydew?
What's up, honeydew?
What's up,
Our
girl?
sweet honeydew.
Everybody say hi to honeydew. We just waiting on
Oh
Marshawn to
yeah.
pop on.
Oh yeah, she'll probably pop on in a second. But okay, so we got a few people in here, so we're gonna dive into
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna just roll with it. And
Okay.
for our beautiful guest that's saying that she's going crazy, I think this might be for you. This whole video might just be for you.
Oh boy. Okay, so here's the thing. We've we've been doing quite a few sessions, as
Is
you
that
can see.
is that preach? Oh, peace and love 75.
Oh,
Okay,
you thought
what's
it was
up?
preach. Peace and love in here. And okay, so recently, as y'all can see, we've been doing quite a few sessions. And when we do sessions with people, sometimes it can be draining, sometimes it can be rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that can be draining are for the ones that are having issues with their twin flame.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing that we don't want y'all to lose sight of when you're going through this twin flame journey is that it's really about you.
Yes.
It's not about your partner. It's not about who is with you at this current point in time. It's really about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's about your spiritual growth. It's about working on those cracks that you have in your aura,
Yes.
those cracks or those splits that you have in your personality. It's about you working on the emotional side
Right.
that you have been putting off
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because it's all about evolving.
Yes.
It's either you evolve or you come back to this earth.
We have two choices. Everything boils down to these two choices that we are faced with in this realm of reality, guys. And when we can get that into our spirit, then we can see the bigger picture. When you're able to see the bigger picture sometimes, it really kind of helps to break things down and put things in perspective.
Right.
So those two choices that we are being faced with right now, you are going to simply evolve or you're going to repeat, which means you're going to do it all over again.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, the choice is ours. So either we are learning from our life lessons when life presents these lessons to us, whether through a person, a situation, a circumstance. If we don't gather the lesson there, it's going to come back again. It might be a different person bringing the same lesson. It might be a different, similar situation, but it's going to always bring that same lesson. And so our job is to kind of see the lesson.
Yeah.
Get it. Let it click. And then you move on.
Right, right.
And I think that's where the hiccups is coming in, because sometimes we're so drowned in a relationship, or we're so drowned in a circumstance, or drowned in emotions, that we can't really catch ourselves to really see the lesson that life is trying to teach us. So that's why we're here today, is to remind everyone that no matter what relationship that you're in, no matter what situation you're in, at the end of the day, you have a choice. Either we're going to ascend, evolve, or we're just going to do this all over again.
Yeah. And quick thing about decisions, if y'all have seen the readings that we've done, and for those of you all who have had your personal readings with us, where you got that video sent through, which was dope, we started to see a pattern that there are decisions that need to be made.
Right.
And to decide not to make a decision is also making a decision. But when you do that, you open yourself up to allowing someone else to make that decision for you.
Yeah, I don't want
So if there's something on your mind that you have been thinking about, and you know that you have to make a choice about it, make a choice now. Today is the perfect time to make that decision on this new moon.
Yes.
Okay? If y'all are not aware of it, tonight is a new moon.
Yep.
And if you want to make some decisions, now is the time to make that decision so that it can really benefit you. Because if you don't make that decision, someone else will, and we hope to God that they have your best interests at heart.
Exactly. And another thing that I want to touch on, because this is another thing that I've been noticing, is, and this is something that I'm practicing, and it's eventually it's going to become a skill, and you can take it anywhere, any situation, any circumstance, is learning how to control the energy that's in motion, guys. Listen up. Controlling the energy that's in motion, which is an emotion, happiness, sadness, joy, gladness, whatever that emotion is that's running up your spine and coming to your frontal lobe, whatever this is called. You have to relax and you have to think. A lot of times we are doing a lot of reactions. You're just reacting, and then after you think about it, like, oh, I should have did that. So whenever you feel that your stomach, because it usually starts down there and it starts bubbling up, you have to like pause. Just pause real quick, and it takes some training. You gotta consciously be aware of it and practice it. And you just pause and you think about it. Like, okay, this is a situation or this is a circumstance. Instead of just lashing out or saying something, think about it. Because the first response that you're gonna give, that first lashing out, that's just the energy like controlling you. So if you can really sit back and think about it, then you take control of the energy that's in motion, and that opens up a different doorway for you, because now you're in control. You're in control of you and not someone else. Because whenever you react to someone, you're no longer in control.
No.
So you just left your vessel and something else is steering your vessel. So it's a matter of being conscious of your actions.
Yes.
So respond instead of just reacting.
Yep.
And you'll start to notice a difference in your circumstance. You start to notice a difference in your life, a difference in your decision. Because when you think about it, where you're at right now, where I'm at right now, where my baby's at right now, where every one of us is at right now in this present moment, is a reflection of all, is just a combination of all the decisions that we have made thus far.
It's a big jigsaw puzzle.
Right. So moving forward from now in the present moment, moving forward, if you really start taking control and start making your decisions and start making, start responding instead of just reacting, you're going to notice a difference, because I notice a difference.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So I wanted to get that out. I don't know who that was for, but I definitely wanted to get that out because it's been helping me tremendously.
Yeah, and for those of you all, let's skip back to the twin flame dynamic, the twin flame journey. Through some of the sessions that we've had, once again, we've noticed another pattern. Whenever you're going through in life, pay attention to what's going on, because life will show you what's going on. And one of the things that I noticed, and Leisha and I noticed as well, is that a lot of people feel like they can't go on unless they have their twin with them. And here's the problem in that, okay? If y'all know Leisha and I's story, we pretty much didn't come into union until we got to the point that we were good on our own.
Completely good.
Okay? So what that is saying is, when you're saying that you can't go on in your life without having somebody else with you, or even having some other thing with you, that's putting a message out to the universe that you are not enough.
Right.
And we're here right now to correct you in love and tell you that you are enough.
You are enough. You are completely enough. And you know, I had asked someone this question, and it kind of triggered me too at the moment, because I saw the response in a different light. Like, I guess you can say with your third eye, right? My higher self showed this to me. When this young lady, we asked her a question, like, why is being in a relationship so important to you? Because she said that she said that she would feel like she's settling by being by herself. And that hit me so deep.
That hit hard.
That hit me so deep, and it just opened my eyes like, wow. So you're saying to yourself that being with you is not enough. Like, you're settling, because when you say you settle for something, that means that it's not enough. So if you have that perception that if you want to be by yourself, it's not enough, that means that it's like a spirit of embodying the lack feeling, and not, you know, embodying your self-worth.
Yeah. And if this is making sense to y'all, if we're
if we're making sense, just say so.
Let us know, because we don't want to leave y'all out in the dark. Because that's a lot of where the root problem lies, and you know, that's where a lot of the root problems lie in people that go through addictions. What does that say? I can't.
With yourself. Yeah, she said the best relationship that you can have is with yourself. And that is so true. Because you guys, you have to think about it. If you don't want to be with you, and you really got to think about it on a different level. If you don't feel like you're worth being with you, what make you think somebody else don't want to be with you? Like, you gotta really think of it on a different scale, on a different level. So when you get to that point now, when you feel like, I want to be with me, I'm important, I'm worth it, I'm wonderful, I'm great, then you can understand why somebody will want to be in your presence, because you want to be in your presence. You enjoy your presence. With or without somebody there in your life, you are loving your own presence. Then when you start having that feeling of unconditional love for yourself, guys, something magical happens. Do you know what happens?
Tell them.
You start vibrating on a different scale. Because it's like you having that ability. Because, okay, when people are in love, right? When you see a couple walking down the street and they're really like in love and they're into each other, they have a glow, don't they?
Like y'all just said, somebody just said, we got a glow. And we got people hitting on us all the time. like it is unreal. Like, y'all see, and same vice versa. Like, we out in the streets and people trying to hit. I'm like, come on.
Right. But we understand, you know, we respect them and we understand. But you can get that glow by being by yourself. And so once you get that glow by being by yourself, it's like,
it's got chill.
right, it's like a vibration that you send off.
Right.
By having that self-love. It's the same love, it's the same glow as being in a relationship. And you can embody that glow and that love, that self-love. And then you're going to start attracting into your life what you are.
Oh, hold on. Let's hit it. Slow motion on this side.
Ralph gonna get us.
I hope he got that trademark.
Oh, Ralph gonna get us.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's the trick, guys. That is the trick. The trick is unconditional self-love. And then because we experience in our outside reality what we have inside. So whatever is going on the inside, you're going to see it on the outside. If your outside world looks chaotic, you got to go within and do a little bit of house cleaning to see what's going on, why everything is so chaotic, because it all starts in the inside.
Yep. And here's the thing, y'all. Your higher self is going to test you, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because we've talked to quite a few people that are on the twin flame journey and some that are in union. And the thing is that once the individual gets to the point where they're happy by themselves, then the universe or your higher self will slide your twin flame in to see if you're ready to handle that relationship. And some people get so excited that they just put all of themselves into that relationship and they forget who they are. You cannot forget who you are through the whole process. Now, if you can get into union with your twin and you remember who you are and you unconditionally love yourself, then there's a possibility that that union can keep on. It can keep rolling. But if you're going back to the point where you're putting all of your worth into somebody else, if you're externalizing your power to somebody else, and what I mean by externalizing your power, like you can't be happy unless that person is sitting next to you. You can't be happy unless that person is texting you back. You can't be happy unless you get a phone call from them or something of that nature. So when you're not externalizing your power and you're fully embracing in love with yourself, then that gives the opportunity for a twin flame relationship to blossom.
And any relationship in that retrospect. Twin flame, you know how I say single flame or soulmate or whatever. It just gives it that opportunity for it to breathe, for it to grow. Because anything in nature needs certain type of elements for it to really develop and for it to blossom and grow. And that's just natural stuff. If you have a plant and you went and you got a plant, you got to give that plant sunshine, you got to give it water, you got to give it love. You know, you have those things that you need to give that plant for it to blossom. And that's with anything. It needs certain things for it to blossom.
It is a blessing and a curse. I say the process, it is very beautiful. And you know, I was just talking to my baby about this today, because you know, we have our ups and we have our downs, our ebbs and our flows, and just I think today we're able to take a step back and look at everything. Like for example, for those of y'all who know, I mean, we're business owners, entrepreneurs, and we've been on this journey now for over a year, almost 2 years now. And we went pretty much like 9-10 months,
about 8-9 months, just like a baby. It's how long it takes to make a baby.
I mean, but we did it. I mean, there were months where things were like super tight. Then there were times when money came through and everything was good. You know, we popping bottles and everything.
Popping bottles.
But you know, but looking back at things that happened prior to our success, they really helped us to become the individuals that we are today. And that's why when you all see us on these videos and we're so happy and we're glowing, but that was a whole process.
A whole process
that got us to this.
And you know, it's like learning. You get to learn something new every day. And so we started realizing that whenever something hit, when a wave comes in, because sometimes, guys, these waves, boy, we had one that came in. What was it, baby? What was that big wave that came in?
Oh, that was what was
that? The energy wave that came in.
That was at the beginning of last month.
Knocked us down, guys. Knocked us all the way down. And but you know what? It was just lessons. It was lessons. And so instead of looking at it and complaining and blaming other people, it is we look at the situation and we look for the lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're in a circumstance or a situation or you're being faced with a difficult person or individual or family member, I promise you, if you look for the lesson, always look for the lesson that that situation, circumstance, or person is presenting you with.
Yes.
And you would not have to deal with that again because you got the lesson and it clicked in your spirit, it sizzled in your spirit. Yeah. So you full moon. Yeah, that was it. That was the one. Man, that was the one. The full moon in Gemini. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
I have never.
And just real quick, because I'm seeing quite a few people just popped in on here. Y'all probably see this on the replay if y'all go back and look at it. But we're just going back through and touching on some points about the ups and downs of the twin flame journey. And we want y'all to remember that this journey is about you.
Right.
It's about you evolving so that you don't have to come back to this place.
Right.
And one of the biggest things that we want y'all to take away from this evening is to remember that you are enough.
You are.
You don't have to wait for your twin to be in your life to be happy.
Right.
You don't have to wait for things to be in your life to be happy or successful.
Right.
You know, you are enough.
If you're a healer, if you have a gift of healing, go ahead and find a way to practice your gifts and heal other people. It's people out there probably waiting for you.
Yeah.
If you're good at drawing, go ahead and draw. You might draw a picture that might inspire somebody to do something.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to write books, poetry, go ahead and write your poetry.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just start living in your purpose and living in your passion. And I promise you, your life is going to start feel like it's worth living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to start feeling like, yeah, this is what I came here for. I'm doing what I came here for.
Yeah. And somebody just asked, how can you know that you're with the right person? Now, that goes back to the writing on the walls at the pyramids in Egypt. Man, know thyself.
So important.
When you know yourself, you know what you want, what you don't want. And when you find that person that fits into your world,
right? It's like an energy fit. Like, you know, if
there's
something,
no denial.
If something feels off, it's off. And that's what your intuition is there for, to guide you. If something does not feel right, guys, it's not right. Let it go.
Let it go.
It's there to bring you a lesson. You keep the lesson. You say, thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Whatever you thank you, higher self. And you got your lesson, and you keep it moving. But always listen to your intuition. Pay close attention to what.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Energy never lies. Like, now I'm learning to listen to, words are nice and it's good to explain, but now I'm learning how to listen to vibrations. What people are saying through their vibrations, because that holds a lot more weight than, you know, sometimes what they say, because sometimes somebody might be afraid to express themselves, but you can always feel the vibe.
Yes. And to Charlene McKenzie, big shout out to you for being able to send a text to your twin thanking them for activating you. Ooh. And that's probably their whole mission for this life plan for you, was to activate you.
Wow. See, that's self-growth right there. Yeah. That is growth. That is beautiful. Congratulations to you.
And what happened to the vision Chris had with the staircase?
Somebody's really interested in that vision, huh, baby?
Yeah. Now, as I said before in one of the videos, I'm actually waiting for that individual to get back with me on it. But at this point, from what I can remember, it's extremely vague. But the beautiful thing is, today I was out at one of the local metaphysical shops, and I happened to run across a young lady.
Oh, yeah.
And long story short, we ended up getting on the topic of being intuitive, being clairaudient and clairvoyant, and also remote viewing. And I was telling her, like, you know, I would like to learn how to perfect this craft. And she actually informed me that there's actually a workshop in our area, and I didn't even know, here in Birmingham, Alabama, that there's a workshop for people that are intuitive to help them hone their skills.
Yes.
So I would definitely be attending that class so that I can learn how to hone my craft and be able to use it to really help people.
And and evolve. And somebody was saying something about the connection with their twin.
Let's see, you have a great connection with him, but now I don't feel anything, but he focuses on me. Like Charlene said, we can during our time together. And to Mary, once again, just like you said with Charlene, you know, she was able to evolve through that. I'm pretty sure there's some major work that she put in to even get to that point. And it's just and you know, the other thing about this journey, the reason why it can be so crazy sometimes is that in some shape, form, or fashion, we're not being honest with ourselves.
Right. And another thing that I've noticed is that we don't have anyone to share these experiences with.
Yes.
And I've noticed with every single person that I've talked to about the twin flame journey, I think that's the biggest hindrance. If you guys could relate to what I'm saying, you can just say, yeah, me. It's not having someone that you can actually go and talk to about your twin flame. You know, talk to about things that's not really looked at as something that's normal in this mundane world. So you keep all this bundled up inside and you're not really sure, who do I talk to? You know, should I tell this person? They're going to think I'm crazy, and all that stuff is going on in your head. And it's kind of driving you crazy because you really don't have anybody to talk to. And that makes this process a little bit difficult.
Yeah, and that's why we try to really open it up for you all to have conversations with us through our YouTube channel, or you can just call and talk to us. And little secret, most of the times when we have 30-minute sessions, they usually last about an hour.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we really hardly ever get anything done in a half an hour.
Yeah, we over deliver.
We try,
really
but sometimes we're not able to.
But one quick question I'm touch on. Somebody asked, can your cousin be your twin flame? Your twin flame could actually be like your grandchild, your best friend.
Right.
It could be your brother or sister, because not every life incarnation with your twin is meant to be one of a romantic
relationship
platform.
Or setting.
Yeah, so it can definitely be different.
They might just be here to awaken you. You guys might have a project that you need to work on. I think at the end of the day, for the twin flames that are coming in, they have a bigger purpose. It's a bigger purpose than just being in a romantic relationship. Yeah. So it all depends on what you're here to do in this lifetime. Because there is no death, guys. There is no death. So once we start to understand that there is no death, then the journey starts to make a little bit more sense. And the more that we meditate, because I've learned through meditation.
Oh, Lotus Love is in the
house. Oh, what up, Lotus Love? I've learned through meditation to really connect with myself, my higher self. And I used to be externalizing my power. I used to always ask for questions outside of myself. And then I get a whole bunch of conflicting answers. And I'm like, well, what do I do? And then I learned meditation. See, meditation is when you're studying yourself. Anything that you meditate on, you're studying it. So when you start meditating, you're studying yourself. You're learning yourself. And that's the whole key, is to know thyself.
Yes.
So then when you start knowing yourself, you start connecting with your purpose, you start connecting with your twin flame, you start connecting with your soul family. So it's a whole connection that sometimes we're missing, and that's why we feel so lost and so confused, and we don't have that clarity that we need to have the discernment that we need to make certain decisions.
Baby, you are really taking the words out of their mouth. Somebody just said that, and you actually just hit a point on the comment that somebody just talked about.
See, I don't even know these things.
How confusing this whole journey is.
It is.
And you know what, to be honest, this journey is freaking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many times that we've had the feeling of the intuition within us to keep going with this journey, and we telling our higher self, like, look, if we're gonna continue on this journey, we're gonna need some assistance, some financial assistance, help a brother out.
We're gonna need some type of assistance. We're gonna need it right now.
because if we're supposed to be on this journey,
right.
you know, we can't go work a 9-to-5
right.
job because it's gonna take away from us working on this journey.
Right, and then sending us all these numbers, 1111, 222. Okay, and 444. I see it, 777, 1222. What you want me to do with these numbers?
but you know, the point, because I think a lot of confusion for us now has really subsided.
Yes.
And it really didn't start to subside until we started trusting in our intuition.
Yes.
Meditating more.
Yes.
7-day vegan challenge.
Yes. Eating different, drinking different water, clear water, like really good water.
Yeah. And you know, once you start making those changes, then things start to become more clear. You don't have to look for anybody else to give you confirmation about if somebody's your twin or if you're on the right journey. And somebody mentioned that they would get information about the twin flames only about sex. That's just horny people.
Okay, so for that part, you guys have to really think about it, right? So I'm not sure where you guys are at. I'm pretty sure if you're watching a twin flame, you know about what a kundalini is. You know what the chi energy is. So that lays at the base of our spine, which is the root chakra, which is that's the sexual energy. Okay, so if you come into contact with your twin flame, more than likely that's gonna get activated. It's gonna get activated, right? And so some people, if this is their first time, really, if it's like a rude awakening, they can think that it's only about that, but that's your life force energy, that's your chi energy, that's what you use to manifest, that's what you use to like travel, that's, you know, force, and it's powerful. So people just think that that's all it is, but it's so much more than just the sexual energy.
Yeah, and you know, here's the you know what, I give it to y'all. That's the probably the most difficult thing to deal with as a twin flame, because we're all human.
Right. At the end of the day,
we're adults.
Yeah.
And we like sex. Okay. Okay. We like it, and we want somebody who can hit that button.
That feel good button.
That feel good button. And
look at you.
And so when it comes to twin flames, we will attest, and anybody else,
any other one, because we met some couples too, and they'll tell you the truth.
There is no comparison.
None can
in that
compare.
department. And so that's the thing that gets a lot of people
they get caught and they get trapped in that one little area, and let it just the emotions
take over.
Like we were saying earlier, the energy in motion. When you start letting that energy in motion drive your vessel, you are no longer present. And so whatever decision is made, guess who's gonna be present to deal with the consequences of? You're gonna be present, please. That's like in school. You're gonna be right there. You might not have made that decision while that energy was twirling around, but once that decision is made, you and yourself will be left right there to deal with the consequences.
Right.
So you want to get a hold of those energies and motions, and if you know you're not ready for the twin flame, hey, just keep working on yourself until you're ready. Because this journey can be taxing sometimes if you're not ready. It's just like having a Kundalini awakening. If you're not ready for it, you can really be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If it hits you at a time when you're not really ready and you don't have anything to compare these things to, okay? Because in the 3D world, in the mundane world, you know, there are things that make sense, okay? And then there are things outside of this realm of reality that does not quite have an explanation in this realm of reality. You can't explain certain things. So if you have too much of that going on all at once, you see where I'm going with this. So sometimes you just got to take your time and let it grow. Like my shaman told me this story one time about her having crops. And I told this story before, but I'm telling it again because it might be somebody new. She had crops and she planted the crops and she was so excited about the crops. You know, she's first day she's putting water on it and it's growing nicely. The sun is coming out, it's blossoming and it's pretty. And then she wanted to speed up the process. So the next day she came and she's like, this is growing really nice. I wanted to grow some more. So she put extra water in it. Like she kind of drowned it in the water. And then you know what happened? The next day the sun came out and it dried up the crops. And do you know why it dried up the crops? Because she did not want it to take its time and staying like it's been doing. She got hurried and got excited. And she sent me that message as to say that sometimes in life, you just have to let nature take its course.
Yes.
Everything is not meant to be rushed, because you'll mess the whole process up, and then you're going to have to start all over again with some new stuff.
It's just like baking a cake. You cannot take that cake out before it's time, or it will fall and it'll be nasty.
And you got to start again. You got to start all over again. So
yeah. And speaking of food, somebody asked a question about when did we start our vegan journey, and did we do it separately or did we do it before?
When we started
and
this.
if I remember correctly.
Okay, Lotus. Okay, Lotus. She caught it. She caught it.
But
27, 23.
But when it came to our eating habits, I think prior to us getting together, we were both eating kind of clean.
Yeah, because when I met you, I
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute, you don't. I'm like, you don't mind having a vegan diet? He's like, no, I don't mind. He's
No.
like, I was vegetarian for the longest while. I was making smoothies, and my eyes were like, boop. I was so happy. I'm like, okay, so you don't mind just eating without any meat or anything like that? He's like, no, not at all. And that's how I knew something was different, because he did not mind just not having meat, and I was so excited.
Yeah. So once we got together, we pretty much from that point on just really cut out meat.
Yeah.
And we have really been meat free for 2 years.
Almost 2 years. I know I've been meat free for a long time.
Yeah, it's been an on and off journey for me personally, because I know I went probably before I got with Leisha, probably about 5 years on the vegan diet altogether. It was on and off, but about 5 years total.
But she was doing it, and then I noticed now, because becoming sensitive,
very sensitive,
growing, spiritually, and really getting that connection with everything in ourselves. Even like eating fish, because sometimes we'll eat fish. But even like with eating fish, it's like it feels weird. Like after you eat the fish, it's different. So I'm starting to realize that maybe I don't even need to eat the fish because it doesn't digest right. And it's like you feel the energies from animals, because everything is energy. Like when you think about the cow, the whatever you eat, chicken and stuff like that, depending on how these animals killed, the energies get trapped inside of them, and then you eat that. And remember, guys, you can't kill energy. The energy just transfers. So then you'll transfer that energy within yourself, and then you start feeling depressed, you start feeling tired, you cussing people out, you don't know why. And that's because of that constant energy transfer. So I know for a fact I don't even do any type of meat or chicken or anything like that.
Yeah, somebody just asked a question I thought was pretty key. This Angela. How should you support your twin flame when they are in a drug rehab program? To be honest, this is just a feeling. And Angela. Now this is just a feeling that I have. In some shape, form, or fashion, you may be enabling your twin to be on that journey. It would probably take you cutting them off to letting them know that in order for you to be in a relationship with them, they have to be clean. That is going to be a motivation for them to actually get clean.
But as far as giving them support,
you can get support from afar.
You can give them support in encouraging them and sending them energy. And this is one thing that with being twin flames, you don't really have to be physically in the same room to send them energy. You can do that in the astros, in the spirit world. And it's to be honest with you, and so you can help them spiritually from afar, way better than you can do in the physical.
Right.
And believe that.
Yeah. But in addition to that, because like Leisha was talking about, on the spiritual level, you can do so much more than you can in the physical. But in the physical sense, if you make that a prerequisite for that individual to be in a relationship with you, it will help their recovery as well. What is
You
that?
find that with the
Female
female
twins,
twin.
they start to enter into the goddess energy. Talk about that, please.
Okay, so for when you say goddess energy, like as
Oh,
far
that's
as
well. Hold up, I'm sorry. That Angela was talking about. That's why he went into the rehab because she made that a prerequisite. Continue on that path.
Look at you, girl.
Continue on that path. They keep going.
Go ahead, girl.
Keep going. But go ahead about the goddess.
But the goddess, okay, she said she wants to know if when females enter into the twin flame relationship, if they start embodying the goddess energy. Yes. Now, as long as it's healthy, yes. Because when you think of goddess, you have to think about coming into your true self, your true form, your true nature, what you are. And so we are more than just this physical body. And when you talk about being a goddess, you're talking about activating certain DNA strands that's within your being. You know, that's what the word goddess really means. It's like God, you know, but for feminine energy. So yes, that is definitely quite 1000% possible for you to start embodying what you really are. Not what somebody else tell you that you are, but knowing and harnessing your own energy. And while you're doing that, yes, activating your chi energy, your life force energy, and being able to take control of what's inside of you and using it to evolve. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing is about. It's about evolving. It's about coming into your true nature, your true form.
Yep. Oh boy.
Hope that answered the question.
Yeah, I hope they did too. I was just like,
Now, guys, if this video has been helpful for you
Yeah.
guys, please give us a thumbs up.
give us that thumbs up.
You know, we love you. Sending lots of love energy. And I hope that we have been helpful to you guys on this channel because we love you and we understand that when one heals, the collective heals. Because, you know, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, we are all connected. Because I look at everyone as source energy. It's like, you know, how we explain with the light bulbs. If you take out a light bulb from this energy, the light bulb goes out, right? That's when you die. So the light bulb goes out, but the energy is still in there, and you can just change the light bulb and you put it, and it's shining again, shining bright like a diamond. And that's us, guys. So we're all connected, and you can't kill electricity. Electricity is energy. If you figured out how to kill electricity, let me know. But yeah, we don't die. There is no death.
There is no death.
Okay, but we do have consequences to our actions. My twin flame is getting married this month.
Oh wow,
That's deep.
that is very
That
deep.
is very, very deep. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about your twin flame getting married this month? That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
I mean, we on here and we talking. I mean, we in our union, so I know sometimes it's like y'all don't get it. Y'all in union, y'all glowing and stuff. But you know, we weren't always in union, and
No.
so we had a period of time where we had a situation and circumstances that we had to live through and deal with. So we know what you're going through. So just you know, I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like it's not painful.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and try to say, oh, be strong, and you know, it don't hurt. That's a lie. It hurts, and sometimes it hurts like hell.
Sometimes you want to throw your phone through the window, throw computers through the window.
Yeah, I just want him to be happy. There you go.
And that's the good thing.
See, you're on the right track.
And that's unconditional love.
Yep.
When you're displaying unconditional love, you get it back.
Because whatever you give off, it's like a boomerang. It's gonna come right back to you. So by you just wanting that happiness for you, it's like wanting something for yourself, but for someone else. So
Yes.
you want yourself to be happy. So then you embody that same feeling for the next person outside of you. You want them to be happy.
Let's see what else we have.
My twin is a celebrity. It gets hard to believe that he will soon be.
Oh boy, that
Mine.
is interesting.
That's
Definitely.
Just
Would like to keep up to date.
meditating. Keep
meditating.
meditating. Keep that connection with your higher self going, and clarity will come, because clarity and confusion You really are not able to exist in the same space, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the more clarity that you have, again, guys, clarity brings you a gift called discernment. And when you get that gift called discernment, it allows you to make better choices. And when you're making better choices in life, you're actually evolving and you're growing.
Yeah.
And that's how you start embodying that goddess or that God type of being.
Yeah.
That alignment, getting alignment.
And to Mary, who said that her twin is still in player mode but wants to marry you, you know, you got to set those boundaries.
Yes. Healthy boundaries.
Healthy boundaries.
Yes.
Let him know that he can't be a player. Let him get all that stuff out of his system.
Right.
Before y'all get into union. And if he can avoid it, make sure he doesn't have any kids, because that just causes a whole nother mess.
Oh my goodness.
But
you just got to be careful. You got to move with caution. And when it comes to dealing with, your twin flame or in a relationship with the next person, you always have to remember to respect yourself. Because the things that you accept from people, right? You're teaching them how to treat you. So if you're just accepting any old thing, guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you any old thing. Because if I have a gift, I'm giving it to you, and it's all, it looks horrible, it smells bad.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
I'm
Lord
giving you the gift, and then you're accepting the gift. I'm going to keep bringing it to you. But if one day I come and I bring you this gift and it's not pretty and it smells horrible, and you say, wait a minute, I don't know, thank you, I'm okay. Then they're going to learn. They're going to be like, okay, this is not the type of gift that you want. So you have to teach people how to treat you by the way that you treat yourself and by the things that you accept for yourself. What I did now.
No, I didn't know what you did. She said he got 8 kids. Lord have mercy.
Well,
Help
kids
the
are
babies.
beautiful. They're blessing. Kids are wonderful. They all have purposes and stuff here on this planet, and they're beautiful. And if you think that you have the, you know what I mean. If you think that you have that strength within you to move forward and to be a good role model for those wonderful children, then you know what? Hey, I take my hat off to you.
No, she rejected his offer.
Okay, hey, we all gotta know what we could do in life.
Hey, you know what? Because they're all grown.
Oh, okay, so that's easy.
That's too bad.
Easy, yeah.
But you know what? When it comes to
okay, yeah. So hey, that's fine. They're already grown.
Yeah.
They don't need anybody telling them what to do. So that's different.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is for anybody else who is thinking about dating someone who has kids. Twin flames really break the mold of what people think a relationship should be.
Yeah.
Because if y'all heard our story before, like I said, before I got with Alicia, I had this whole thing that I was going to date somebody that didn't have any kids, that didn't want kids.
Right.
And here come Alicia with 4 kids. Kids are wonderful, and when it came to that point, it's like it didn't even matter. Like, I want to be with her. I don't care if she had 10.
Yeah, see? So as long as you, and then again, it's like being in your purpose, walking in your purpose, getting in alignment with yourself, knowing what you're here to do, whose life you're here to impact. Because, maybe you're supposed to impact those kids' lives. You never know. See, once you start getting that connection with your higher self, then things start opening up, and then you start seeing things differently. You don't see things through the eyes of the illusion or the veil of society and their forms and their norms. You start seeing things clearly, like how you're supposed to, and your purpose starts making sense. And sometimes your purpose don't even align with society's forms and expectations. That's when things can get tricky. Pisces and Libra, yep, that's us.
Yeah.
All day.
Oh wow, yeah, that
Ooh.
Pisces Libra combination is.
You got to know how to balance it, baby.
You got to know how to balance. Make sure you, because that Pisces
and the Libra combination.
The Pisces ain't gonna tell you nothing, and the Libra gonna tell you everything. So you're gonna have to find a way to balance that out.
You gotta balance it. Pisces is num's a word, mum's a word, and Libra tells it all. So they got a lot of work to do. They haven't started working on themselves. They got to start now, because that's some balancing that needs to be done. Aries and Libra, that's a fire sign.
What if What if in present life I refuse to be with him? Could the next life be? Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
Whatever.
You know, if y'all remember the movie that we
Cloud
reviewed
Atlas.
before, Cloud Atlas, there was a series of twin flames that had probably like 6 or 7 lifetimes
so many
together
lifetimes.
over decades. So sometimes you can come together just to complete a mission. Sometimes you come together as a
Be in a
romantic thing.
relationship, and sometimes your twin is in another marriage. Sometimes it might die early, because in all you guys should watch Cloud Atlas if you ever get a chance, because it really helps to expand your mind.
Is that T?
And who's that?
T or T? Is that T?
T.
Teresa.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay.
But hey, T, what's up? But yeah, you guys, please try to look at that. If you haven't, Cloud Atlas, it really helps to break down the twin flame dynamic and give a better understanding, and get you to understand that there is no death.
No.
It's no death, because you have to understand that twin flame is a soul connection. It's not a physical body connection. It's a soul connection, something that
cannot be severed.
Right. You see, like the oxygen that we breathe in, we can't see it. It's there, but we don't doubt it. But you're gonna know if it's missing in 2 seconds. You so silly.
I was feeling the air.
You was feeling the air.
Okay.
Baby crazy.
This is late. But,
soul connection, yes, it's on a
yes,
different
Marsha.
level. And you know, guys, this mundane world really don't want you to know that there is no death, because if you figure out that there is no death, then it's nothing for you to fear. Okay, that big word that they like to keep us in, that fear factor. And then once you get rid of fear, then you get out of that limitation thing that they set for us. You know, you stop putting limitations on yourself. And you start living in your purpose. They don't want you to know that. That's so important. Like, they pay big money for to keep people thinking that death is the end. They pay a lot of money, a lot of programming. They spend big bucks on your conscious mind. Don't believe the hype.
Okay. Who is this? Ben Beauty XO.
Cute.
Go ahead and put your question in again, because
Oh, sorry, sweetie. Sometimes we
I don't have my contacts on,
and then
so I can't see it. If you'll type it again, we'll go ahead and answer it.
Yeah, sometimes we get it and we just get, so forgive us.
Yeah.
Mine too, okay.
Yeah, but you know what, y'all, like, we're here to let y'all know that y'all are not crazy.
You are not crazy.
The feelings that y'all are feeling are real.
Real.
But you have to learn how to control those emotions, those feelings, so that it doesn't drive you crazy. Yeah. I'm waiting for this other girl to put her thing in.
We had Sergeant Gemini. Ooh, girl.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Ask God to release him. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Ask God to release him from this crazy... And we are triggering for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to, you know, when you write in your soul plan to come in contact with your twin flame, once again, that's a contract or a bond that cannot be broken.
Right.
And you will see that for your true twin flame, if you're meant to meet with them on this plane, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be some running, some chasing.
Right.
It's gonna be in your life. So it's really a time to stop and focus on yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you heal your twin. Alicia and I are perfect examples of that, because whatever area I was weak in, she was working on it, and it helped me, and vice versa.
Oh yeah, because I have a lot of patience now, guys. Y'all know how I didn't have any patience. And this is Job right here. Like, I've never seen anybody with that much patience in my whole life. And I just admired it. And it's like kind of like we balanced each other out. It was just beautiful. We have another question.
Not so much.
Did she post her question?
No. Bendit Beauty XO, if you're still on here, type your question in for us again.
Yeah, it's a lot of comments.
There's a lot of comments, and oh, here we go. Okay. My DM is running, so I was wondering in your situation how the runner finally came to their senses and understood the connection. Now, we can only speak from our experience. And if y'all have watched our channel for quite some time, you would know that Leisha and I did not know what twin flames were.
Not a clue.
Until we were actually together. Once again, I will say this, and please share this, let everybody know. Chris and Leisha did not know what twin flames were until we were about 2 months in.
We just know that these feelings was not making sense. Like, we were just like, what is this?
And
it was a lot of intense feeling. It was just so intense, and I'm like, this don't feel normal. Like, what is this? And I'm like, he actually looked it up.
Yeah, he is the one who actually started me down a rabbit hole of looking up, twin flames.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's us.
Right.
Yep, that's us. Yeah, she do that too. Yeah.
And that's how we figured it out. And then we had so many other confirmations, like in dream state. When we were taking naps. We had a video talking about that when we were doing some type of soul syncing, taking a nap together and doing the same thing together, taking a nap. Now that was weird.
Yeah.
But that's how we knew it was beyond its physical body.
It's above us now.
It's above us now?
It's above me now.
It's above me now.
But somebody asked a question like, how do you align with your soul? And I think we have some videos on that, which is really getting connected with your higher self.
Yeah.
Meditation, changing your diet, stop using fluoride. No fluoride toothpaste, no tap water. You don't have somebody with that fluoride stare.
Right.
Cut that out. That's going to help you really get aligned with your soul.
Right.
And for any of you all who are interested in having that aura session that we talked about,
that is like super helpful for Siobhan.
Yeah, because in order to really get connected to your higher self, you have to make sure that there's no interference
from trauma, childhood trauma. And I know a lot of us on planet Earth, we have a lot of trauma, a lot of childhood trauma. So that's another thing that keeps us away from ourselves. And guys, and you want to know an easy way to start getting in touch with your higher self and your soul, and really harnessing within yourself, it's really simple, and this is an easy thing to start doing. It's to start living in your authentic self.
Oh yes.
Start saying no. I mean, guys, it's simple, but I promise you it's gonna work. Start saying no. Okay? Don't say yes when you mean no. Every time you tell somebody yes and you mean no, it's taking you
thank you, Marshawn. She
away
remembered.
From yourself. Oh,
Yeah,
yes, Marshawn.
Yes.
I love Marshawn.
So yeah, Blu-ray ATF. Yes, she is the one to reach out to.
She said you before hell no. So you're on the right track. You are on the right track. You just have to do, how often do you meditate? You just have to do some more meditation and some more connection with yourself, with your higher self. Follow your intuition. Follow that inner voice. So if you're saying no, that is beautiful.
Yes.
You are on the right track.
You know yourself.
You know thyself. So
Yeah.
that is awesome, because I know some people have a problem saying no. As simple as that sounds.
Oh, I used to be that person. When somebody needed me to help them, and
There you go. So that meditation is going to draw you in. It's going to draw you in. And the more that you meditate, I promise you, things are going to become so clear that after a while, it's going to feel like it's somebody shouting in your head.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you're going to know, okay, all right, so I'm turning left now. I'm not going to turn right. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to be like, woo, it's a good thing I didn't turn left.
Yep.
And that's how that relationship starts building and manifesting into something beautiful. The more you listen to yourself, the more clarity you're going to bring to yourself into your life, and the better decisions that you're going to make, and the happier you're going to be with your life. Because a lot of the times we're unhappy because we live in regret.
Yep.
We regret, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have kissed him. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that.
I shouldn't have slept with him.
I shouldn't have slept with him. I'm so mad at myself. And now you're beating up on yourself.
I know I shouldn't have got that burger.
I know I shouldn't have got that burger. Right? So it's all about getting that connection, getting that clarity, collecting that gift of discernment, and making better choices and ascending.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what it's about, guys.
That's what it's all about. And before we get out of here, once again, we just want to recap because if y'all seen the title for this video, it's like, are you going crazy in your twin flame journey?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want y'all to go crazy.
Don't.
Okay? Take your time. Right now, y'all are in a good space because you're even on this journey. So don't just rip it open. This is one thing. This is not a Band-Aid situation. This is not something you rip off.
Right.
Because when you rip it off, you can
It's gonna hurt.
Because let's go here, because one of the ladies that we recently talked to she's gotten so caught up in this whole twin flame journey that she is at the point of committing suicide.
Oh my God, we don't want this for you guys.
No,
like,
we
don't
don't
want anybody controlling you like this. We don't. We want so much love for you guys and want you to love yourself.
Yes.
Somebody that loves their self would never think of hurting themselves. And so that's what was really on my heart.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Let y'all know y'all are enough. You are enough.
You are enough. You are enough. And you tell yourself that in the mirror every single day that you wake up. I am enough. Every day you tell yourself that, because you're special, you're worth it, you are enough, and we love you. Because outside of people who get mad, people who get, leave little crazy comments, whatever. Like today, this guy left a crazy comment. He told us, he said, y'all still don't get it. So I wasn't going to respond back. So my higher self said, nah, let me respond. And so the response was, brother, sending you much love and light, because we are at a place of clarity, we are at a place of love, and so we're sending you unconditional love and healing light, and please rise up, because it feels amazing. Do you know what his response was? He apologized, and he said, I am so sorry. I thank you for responding with love, even though I responded with some negativity. And I'm telling you, that right there, so sometimes people are coming from a place of hurt, and they're coming from a place where they're disappointed with themselves. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to project onto you, right, what they're trying to get rid of. But the best thing to do is to kill somebody with kindness. Not really kill them with kindness, because I don't even like that phrase. But the best thing to do is to put up a mirror, which is a reflection, and therefore they can really see what they're projecting, and that will give them a chance to do something different.
Yeah. And real quick before we get out, somebody, this was early on in the comments.
I'm sorry, I'm
Oh no, you're fine. It was like way before. Somebody had said that we should do a video about the being clairaudient and clair vision. But once again, like we do with these videos, we can only give on the experience that we have. So as our gifts grow and things of that nature, how we see it fits in, because I mean it's a touch and go thing, because it's not something that we're experts in. This is just some spiritual gifts that have been brought to the surface, and right now we're just practicing those. We're practicing our craft, honing our craft.
And a lot of our gifts are really spontaneous. Like for me, like I could see things sometimes before they happen, but I'm not able to like force myself to see. Like I can't be like, show me the lottery ticket, like, I'm not able to see that. Sometimes it's like a few seconds, or sometimes it might be a month, but it's like something that just comes. She said 11/11.
Wow.
It just comes.
Yeah, it
wow,
just
it just was.
For
See?
Chicago, yeah.
Wow. So it just comes. And with my baby too, like it's not something we can say we could like control it. It's like it's a gift. So when you have a gift, it's something that's awakened inside of you. So we have to learn how to harness our gifts and be better at it.
But I will say this as a last tip about spiritual gifts. One of the secrets to really having those gifts is accepting them.
Yes.
Because there are times when things happen and you feel a little bit off, and push it off like, nah, that didn't happen, what that does is that it weakens your gifts. So don't brush your gifts off to the side. Embrace them.
Yes.
And just really get in tune with yourself, with your higher self, and your higher self will show you how to use these gifts. But first, you have to get a really good connection with your higher self. And I think Alicia and I have gotten to the point where we have a really good connection with our higher selves, and now we're coming into our spiritual gifts, which is just amazing. And to be honest, it's really mind-blowing for me.
Yeah.
Because when I had that vision about that lady's house, like, babe, what did I do after the video?
I said, wait a minute, you remote viewing now? When you started this? Where was I? Man, so sometimes it just, and then what I'm noticing too is our gifts, it actually comes when it's needed. So we could be speaking to someone at a specific time, and something that they're needing, it will come just for them. Or it might be a message that's just for that person. Or we might be able to see something to help that person. So sometimes that's the way I'm noticing it is working. Yeah. It's really to serve the collective. It's like a gift for service. That's what I'm noticing that it's for. Yeah, because like when that young lady mentioned about her twin flame being in rehab, I just had this feeling with the children. No, not with the children. I talking about the one that was in rehab. Oh, the one that was in the rehab. Yeah. When she made that comment, I don't know why, but I actually like saw the facility there and her ushering him into the facility. And I mean, when I saw that, it's like I knew that if he continued, if she encouraged him to go to the facility and get himself cleaned up and make that a prerequisite, he would stay clean. Baby, you looking at people's houses again? I mean, look at nobody's house. I was at the facility. It was outside. What you doing in the people's facility? Well, you gonna have to control, baby. Go in people's houses. Oh my goodness, he in the facility. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, if y'all are on the live, y'all will catch it sometimes when we do stuff like that. So believe me, and you know, I think that's the awesome thing about this being live. Yeah. Because if it was pre-recorded, this is probably something you like. Then y'all ain't gonna believe us. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Like the whole experience that we had in Florida. Listen, it was so surreal. It was so many synchronicities, guys. You're not gonna believe it. You're just not gonna believe it because it was. Oh my goodness! I wonder if she probably went to sleep already. Yeah, she gotta get up in the morning. Listen, it was so surreal the way it just the whole 3 days that we were there. It was just coming in like this, 11/11, like purple shirt, like 27, 23, like everything was aligned just the way it was supposed to. It's almost like that trip was like a it was like what's the word I'm looking for, baby? The trip. Cosmic and magical. And what's the other word, baby? I'm looking for a word. I can't find it. Magnanimous. Somebody help me. I need a word. Destined. Thank you. Who is that? Thank you. Diane Gold. That's the word I'm looking. It's like it was meant to be. Just the way it lined up, the way that we left. My baby woke me up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, baby, where we going at 6 in the morning? He's like, I don't know, baby. We got to get up. We got to get up. I'm like, why? Like she wanted to sleep. I'm tired. But Spirit just pushed me like, we need to get to Atlanta. Right. We got to get. I'm like, why we got to get there? I can't even open my eyes. I'm tired, baby. He's like, I know, but we got to go. And, you know, it just worked out. We were in the right place at the right time. If we had left any later, I don't know, but it was just meant to be, guys. Ain't no telling. Yeah, ain't no telling. We want you guys to have that same experience, because we're gonna be having it at 11/11. So November the 11th. It's from the 8th of November to the 11th of November in Siesta Keys. And yes, the water is magical. And yes, it is crystal sand. And yes, it does have a vortex. And yes, it is beautiful. And the water is healing waters. That's what I call it. Yeah, because y'all definitely want to be down there for November. You know what? November the 11th is going to be extremely powerful. The ceremony that's going to go down on the beach. On the beach, it's going to be out of this world. Out of this world, because we want to release, we want to let go of all the stuff that's holding you back, all the trauma. Just release and let it go, and give yourself that time to heal with the collective, with us.
Yeah, it's going to be in Sarasota, Florida. I will post a link for the Eventbrite so that you can actually book with the for the event. Now you will have to do your own hotel stay and stuff like that, but it will be a 3-day event. There's going to be a panel of some other twin flames, so that we can actually go through and talk about the whole experience, answer any questions that people may have, and just really have a personal one-on-one. And I think it's something so special about being able to just reach out and touch somebody.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Yes. Yeah, so y'all definitely need to be there. So after this video,
we'll put the link in the video.
We'll post it in the comments for the event. So if y'all can be there from November the 8th to the 11th, and it's only, I think, if I remember correctly, it's only $25 to register.
That's it. It's like $25, and that's just to take care of like the admin stuff or whatever have you. It's not much at all, and we made it that way so people can afford it, so they can come.
Right.
So we want you guys to come because we tested it out ourselves.
And
so that's man.
Because with the 4 of us meditating on the beach, imagine having like just multiplying that. Oh my gosh!
It was beautiful.
If y'all want to experience the bliss and the success and the blessings that we got.
Listen, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother video. It's late.
It's too late. Like we can't even talk about that because so many things.
Oh, you know what? We're actually gonna talk about that on a live with
Shay and Jay. On the when they coming on the 9th? The 9th of July, they're gonna be here?
Yeah, on the 9th of July, Jay and Shay are gonna be here. And we're gonna do a live with them, and we're going to talk about that experience that we had down in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all can understand how magical and how that whole experience just moved a bunch of roadblocks. A bunch of
obstacles and roadblocks. And like, I don't know, but my skin is glowing. I mean, I feel like I'm 10 years younger. I mean, I feel so free. Like I was free before, but now I just feel super free. And just, it was just beautiful. Like I was actually seeing people's aura on the beach. The sun was setting and I was able to see some people, not everyone, but for some people I did see their auras. And I first saw it and I turned my head. I was like, maybe my eyes is just tired. And then 3 other people came down and I saw 2 of their auras, but not 1. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. No, this can't be right because I already rubbed my eyes. And then another girl came down and I saw her aura. But what did it for me is when I saw a family taking a picture on the beach. And all of their auras just lit up. And I was like, baby, you seeing this? And it was just so beautiful. You know, it was just a different experience. It was so different. We probably gonna move there.
Yeah, we probably will.
We gonna move.
So if y'all in Florida, we about to be neighbors soon.
We about to be neighbors.
But we gotta get out of here.
We gotta go sleep.
It's already 11:11 and on the East Coast. We love y'all. We hope this information was helpful. If you have stuck in this long and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
And subscribe. But we love you too.
And we love you whether you subscribe or not.
We love you whether you subscribe or not. And if you guys want to do a one-on-one session with us, now is the time to get it because we've actually given a discount for the $35 for the half an hour. And the link in this video. Or where is it?
It's on the community board.
It's on the community board.
So if you go to the community, you'll see it where we posted it.
Yeah, and we'll be more than happy to do a one-on-one with you because sometimes it's hard to do a one-on-one when the comments is flying up so quick.
Yeah.
So we would love to hear your story and do a one-on-one with you and see how we can use parts of our journey that's helped us to hopefully help you.
Yep. So we're out, y'all. We love y'all. Peace out.